Shallow empathy is you have like empathy that's essentially skin deep, and then you don't. But it's ultimately bad for civilization and results in the destruction of civilization.
Elon Musk's spiritual journey has been a fascinating one, marked by a shift from skepticism to a more open exploration of faith. For much of his life, Musk was known for his highly rational, science-driven worldview. Raised in South Africa, in a family with a mix of Anglican and Jewish influences, Musk was initially exposed to religious teachings, but religion never fully resonated with him. His early years were marked by a sense of disconnect from spirituality, particularly in light of personal challenges like a turbulent family life and the harsh treatment from his father. Despite being baptized in the Anglican Church, religion for Musk seemed more like a social formality than something that had any profound personal meaning. As Musk grew older and became more immersed in technology and business, his focus shifted entirely to innovation and practical solutions. Religion, in his view, seemed like something for people who needed emotional support in difficult times, not something that had any real impact on his pursuit of world-changing ideas. Yet, over time, as his success in the tech world skyrocketed, founding companies like PayPal, Tesla, and SpaceX, he began to encounter a different kind of influence. The more he interacted with people who lived simple, faith-driven lives, especially those who remained dedicated to their values during tough times, the more he began to wonder about the deeper aspects of life beyond material success. This growing curiosity didn't immediately translate into religious belief, but it did set the stage for a profound change. Musk's initial shift occurred during a time when his personal and professional life was under immense pressure. The public scrutiny of his ventures, particularly Tesla's fluctuating stock prices and controversies surrounding his leadership, pushed Musk to reassess his priorities. His reputation took a hit, and the emotional toll led him to explore spirituality in a more serious way. What was clear to him was that success alone wasn't fulfilling the deeper questions that he had begun to ask himself about existence and purpose. This turning point culminated when Musk attended a church service during a tech conference in Las Vegas. Here, he experienced something that challenged his view of religion and Christianity in particular. A young man shared a testimony about how accepting Christ had transformed his life, moving from a place of despair to one of hope and purpose in a very short time. Musk was visibly moved by the story, and for the first time in years, he felt a deep sense of peace that had eluded him. It was in that moment, witnessing the impact of faith on someone else's life, that Musk began to consider a different path for his own journey, one that involved not just technology but spirituality as well. This pivotal moment didn't turn Musk into a devout religious person overnight, but it did mark the beginning of a shift in his focus. He found himself rethinking his previous stance on religion, and for the first time in years, he opened himself to the possibility that faith could offer something more than what science and technology had provided him. In many ways, Musk's spiritual journey is still unfolding, but that experience in Las Vegas serves as the defining moment when he started to view the world and his place in it through a different lens.
And Gutt's got a good term for this: suicidal empathy. So he's going to sort of deconstruct what's where does this come from, I mean, part of it, I suppose, is sort of the decline of religion. So, as the saying goes, nature abhors a vacuum. So when you have essentially a decline in religion, an increase in the secular nature of society, for most people, they need something to fill that void. And so they adopt a religion. It's not called a religion, but effectively like woke, the woke mind virus.
Yes.
It takes the place of religion.
Yes.
And they internalize it and they feel it with religious fervor.
Yes.
And
rigidity.
Yes. And they essentially conduct like a holy war, effectively. It's just not called a religion, but it is a religion.
In Las Vegas, during a quiet weekend, Elon Musk and his family ventured into an ordinary church, seeking a moment of peace away from the usual whirlwind of life. Little did they know, this unassuming visit would spark a life-changing transformation. As they sat in the back pew, attempting to blend in and enjoy a simple Sunday morning, a young man was called to the stage. He began sharing a deeply personal testimony about his life, one that seemed eerily similar to the struggles Elon had faced, though they came from different worlds. The young man spoke of overwhelming loss, brokenness, and a time when he thought his life was irreparably lost. Yet everything changed when he made the conscious decision to embrace faith and live for Christ. Within just 14 months, his life turned around completely. As he spoke, his voice cracked with emotion, the sincerity of his words resonating with the congregation. The room was filled with applause, as others expressed their gratitude for the man's testimony. For Elon, this wasn't just another tale of overcoming hardship. Something within him shifted. As the story unfolded, he began to feel an inexplicable sense of peace wash over him. The doubt and skepticism that had long clouded his view of spirituality started to dissipate. It was as if the universe was aligning, showing him that perhaps there was more to life than material success and technological innovation. Elon wasn't the only one affected. His family, too, was visibly moved by the power of the moment. Tears welled up in their eyes as they listened to the young man's words. For the first time in a long while, they felt a sense of connection, not just to the man on the stage, but to something greater than themselves. After the service ended, they left the church in a silence that felt different, profound. Elon couldn't shake the sense of hope that lingered in his heart, and though the challenges of his life were far from over, he had a newfound peace. The experience had ignited something within him, a curiosity about faith that he had never considered before. Elon Musk's relationship with faith has always been complicated, shaped by his upbringing, personal struggles, and intellectual pursuits. Raised in South Africa, Musk was baptized into the Anglican faith but never deeply embraced it. His father, a successful engineer and entrepreneur, was not particularly religious, and his mother, a dietitian and model, had a more practical approach to life. Growing up in a household that valued knowledge and scientific achievement over religious devotion, Musk's exposure to faith was often limited to routine Sunday school lessons, where he learned basic Christian stories but never found them to be transformative. In his early years, Musk found himself questioning the very existence of God. As a young boy, he had endured personal hardships, including a troubled relationship with his father and intense bullying from peers, which deepened his skepticism. For Musk, religion seemed to offer little more than a comforting narrative for those who couldn't cope with life's challenges. His intellectual curiosity led him to explore the scientific, often atheistic perspectives of the world. He gravitated toward the logic of physics, engineering, and technology, finding solace in ideas that were based on facts and provable theories, rather than on faith or belief in a higher power. However, as Musk's life evolved, so did his perspective on faith. Over the years, he encountered many individuals whose unwavering belief in religion seemed to anchor them, even in the face of adversity. These people, often with little material wealth, demonstrated a resilience and peace that Musk couldn't help but admire. While he didn't yet share their beliefs, he began to appreciate the role religion played in their lives. He saw it not as a crutch, but as a source of strength. By the time he reached the peak of his success leading Tesla, SpaceX, and numerous other ventures, Musk found himself at a crossroads. His material success and intellectual triumphs had brought him fame and wealth, but they also brought their own set of challenges, including personal struggles and public scrutiny. The loneliness of his position became apparent, and the questions that had been dormant for years began to resurface. It was during a particularly difficult period, marked by financial losses and public controversies, that Musk started to reconsider faith, not just as an abstract concept, but as something that might offer him the peace he had been searching for. This complex relationship with faith was brought into the public eye when Musk spoke candidly about his respect for Jesus Christ and his teachings. While he did not claim to be a devout Christian, he acknowledged that Christ's message of compassion, forgiveness, and humility resonated with him. For the first time, Musk began to see spirituality not as a contradiction to science, but as a complementary force that could guide his decisions and give him a sense of purpose beyond his professional ambitions. His journey with faith was no longer about rejecting or embracing a singular belief system, but about finding meaning in a world that often seemed chaotic and uncertain. Elon Musk's journey to recognition is one filled with challenges, risks, and groundbreaking successes. Born in South Africa in 1971, Musk's early years were shaped by a mixture of privilege and conflict. His father, Elon Musk, was a wealthy engineer, but their relationship was strained, marked by harsh discipline and emotional distance. His mother, May, was supportive but unable to shield him from the turbulence at home. This environment set the stage for Musk's intense desire to prove himself. As a child, Musk was remarkably intelligent, developing an interest in computers and technology early on. At the age of 12, he taught himself computer programming and sold his first software, a game called Blastar. This early entrepreneurial spirit foreshadowed the visionary Musk would later become. Yet, despite his technical brilliance, Musk's formative years were not easy. His time at school was marked by bullying, exacerbated by his shy nature and a love for books rather than sports. The loneliness Musk experienced fueled his desire to escape South Africa, seeking a better future in the United States. In 1995, Musk moved to Canada to attend Queen's University before transferring to the University of Pennsylvania, where he earned degrees in both physics and economics. Musk's time at school was pivotal, as it was here that he began to nurture his entrepreneurial ambitions. However, his early ventures into business would not be easy. Musk dropped out of a PhD program at Stanford after just 2 days, deciding to pursue his vision of becoming a tech entrepreneur. Musk's first major entrepreneurial success came with Zip2, a company he co-founded with his brother Kimball. Zip2 was a city guide software that helped newspapers develop an online presence. Despite being a pioneer in the digital space, Musk's journey with Zip2 was far from smooth. He faced significant challenges in gaining traction and convincing investors of the value of his product. But persistence paid off, and in 1999, Compaq acquired Zip2 for nearly $300 million. Musk walked away with a sizable sum of fortune that would become the foundation for his future ventures. With this new wealth, Musk invested in several ventures, most notably X.com, an online payment company that would later become PayPal. In the early 2000s, Musk faced numerous hurdles with PayPal. The company's leadership was contentious, and Musk's management style often clashed with others in the company. Ultimately, Musk was ousted as CEO, but he was not defeated. PayPal eventually became the dominant online payment system, and in 2002, it was sold to eBay for $1.5 billion in stock. This success opened the door for Musk's most audacious ventures. In 2002, he founded SpaceX, aiming to revolutionize space travel and reduce the cost of reaching space. The journey was far from easy. Early years at SpaceX were fraught with failure, including 3 failed rocket launches that nearly bankrupted the company. But Musk remained determined, drawing on his deep knowledge of engineering and physics. SpaceX's 4th attempt was successful, and in 2008, the company became the first privately funded entity to send a spacecraft into orbit. This was a game-changer for the space industry, and Musk's relentless drive and risk-taking began to earn him recognition as one of the most ambitious entrepreneurs of his generation. At the same time, Musk was also shaping Tesla Motors, a company that would redefine the automotive industry. Tesla faced its own series of struggles, from financial instability to skepticism about electric vehicles' viability. Musk himself put much of his own fortune into keeping the company afloat during its darkest hours. But his belief in sustainable energy and innovation kept him focused, and by 2010, Tesla introduced the Model S, a luxury electric car that received worldwide acclaim. Musk's journey to recognition wasn't just marked by success, it was also defined by his willingness to embrace risk. His ventures into renewable energy with SolarCity, his development of the Hyperloop transportation system, and his push for artificial intelligence with OpenAI were all reflections of his broader vision for the future. But Musk's reputation as a visionary has been intertwined with controversy. His outspoken personality and unorthodox management style have sometimes alienated others in the industry. His tweets have often led to volatile market swings, and his business decisions have been scrutinized by both critics and investors. Despite the controversies, Musk's achievements have solidified his place as one of the most influential figures of the 21st century. By 2021, he became the world's richest person, with a fortune exceeding $200 billion. Musk's recognition is not just about financial success, but about his ability to challenge conventional wisdom and push the boundaries of technology. He has not only redefined what is possible in space, transportation, and energy, but has also become a symbol of perseverance in the face of adversity. Through all of his struggles and successes, Musk's journey is a testament to the power of vision, risk, and resilience. He may have faced numerous obstacles, but he consistently overcame them, emerging stronger each time. His path to recognition is not just about achieving success, but about his relentless pursuit of goals that many once considered impossible. Elon Musk's journey to embracing Christianity has been a deeply personal and complex process, shaped by both his immense success in the business world and his growing sense of spirituality. For years, Musk seemed more focused on advancing technology and exploring the unknown through his companies like Tesla, SpaceX, and Neuralink than on engaging with religion. His childhood in South Africa, marked by a mix of different religious influences, led him to question the existence of God and the value of traditional religious beliefs. Raised in the Anglican faith, but also exposed to Jewish culture and teachings, Musk's early relationship with religion was not one of devotion, but rather of curiosity. As Musk grew older and built his empire, his beliefs seemed to reflect a growing sense of skepticism about religion's role in shaping his worldview. He famously identified as agnostic or atheist in interviews, often making statements that indicated his belief in science and reason over faith. This stance was especially evident as he pursued ambitious goals, like sending humans to Mars, and as he became one of the wealthiest individuals on the planet. His drive was rooted in rationality, engineering, and pushing the boundaries of human possibility, not in a higher power. However, as Musk's life continued to evolve, so too did his thoughts on faith. A turning point came when Musk began to experience the weight of his public persona and the challenges that accompanied it. Despite his business successes, he faced considerable personal struggles, including public scrutiny, a fluctuating financial portfolio, and the emotional toll of his personal life. These pressures pushed him to reconsider aspects of his life that he had previously dismissed, including spirituality and religion. A key moment came during an interview with Babylon Bee, a Christian satirical news outlet, in which Musk discussed his respect for the teachings of Jesus Christ. Musk, who had long dismissed religion as a necessary structure for weak individuals, admitted that he had come to appreciate Christianity's core message about compassion, forgiveness, and love. This reflection came not from a place of forced conversion, but from an honest exploration of what it meant to live a meaningful life in the face of challenges and failure. The most significant shift in Musk's spiritual journey came when he experienced a profound moment in a Las Vegas church. Attending the service with his family during a break from a tech conference, Musk was unexpectedly moved by the story of a young man who had turned his life around through Christ. The man's testimony of redemption and hope resonated deeply with Musk and his family, igniting something inside him that he had never fully considered before. The miracle wasn't in any dramatic event, but in the quiet realization that faith, hope, and love were as real as the technology Musk had spent his life developing. The church service stirred emotions that Musk had kept buried for years. He began to see the potential for faith to offer a kind of resilience and peace that his immense wealth and technological achievements couldn't provide. While still grappling with doubts and uncertainty, Musk felt something shift within him, a sense that Christianity wasn't just about following rules, but about offering hope and forgiveness in a world that often felt broken. This was a turning point for him, as he slowly began to open up to the possibility that Christianity might offer a framework for understanding life that extended beyond the confines of science and reason. Musk's shift toward embracing Christianity wasn't an immediate transformation, nor was it devoid of internal conflict. It was, rather, the beginning of a deeper exploration of spirituality that challenged his long-held beliefs. In many ways, Musk's journey mirrored the journey of countless others who, after achieving worldly success, find themselves searching for a deeper meaning to life. Musk's newfound openness to faith reflects a broader human experience, the recognition that no amount of wealth or success can fill the internal emptiness that many feel without a connection to something greater than themselves. In the years following this shift, Musk began to speak more openly about his evolving beliefs, even if still cautiously. He became more reflective in interviews, acknowledging the role that faith played in his life, even if he was still uncertain about some aspects of religion. His newfound perspective on Christianity didn't change his commitment to science and innovation, but it did offer him a new lens through which to view his work and personal life. The intersection of faith and reason was no longer an irreconcilable divide, but something he could hold in balance as he continued to push humanity toward new frontiers. Musk's journey toward embracing Christianity is ongoing, and it remains to be seen how this shift will affect his personal and professional decisions in the future. However, his story serves as a reminder that even those who seem to have everything, wealth, success, and influence, can find themselves on a path toward faith. Whether or not Musk fully embraces Christianity, his journey reflects the transformative power of questioning, exploring, and ultimately finding meaning in unexpected places. The shift is not just about embracing a set of religious beliefs, it's about recognizing that the search for truth and purpose is a lifelong journey, one that can lead to profound changes in both our personal and professional lives. As Elon Musk's life continued to unfold, it became increasingly clear that his journey toward a deeper sense of spirituality was not simply a fleeting moment, but the beginning of a profound transformation. The years of relentless work, constant innovation, and high-stakes decision-making had brought him immense wealth and recognition, but they had also left him feeling unmoored. Success, once seen as the ultimate achievement, no longer held the same allure. The pressures of running multiple billion-dollar companies, facing constant public scrutiny, and dealing with personal struggles had forced Musk to confront deeper questions about his life's purpose and his place in the world.